Alright, so today we're going to be taking a look at the tag Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Just a little early look at them before they're actually in the game later tonight. Now these characters are going to, I think, be just very strong overall. I think they look like they're gonna just rock the game, honestly. So I'm very excited to go ahead and try them out here. So we do have them on their own leader skill. Their leader skill is the Future Saga or Fuse Fighters team. Definitely not much key here, so I think we'll go ahead and do this. We'll lose our legendary power, but that's okay. Not really the biggest deal here. So they do get 2 key per keys for obtained, I guess, though. So I mean, when we grab all these, thanks to Gotenks having the rainbow orb changing here, we're looking pretty good. And yeah, look at this spray animation with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Very nice there. So again, with this in mind, Blue Goku has everything that he wants to, right, in his kit. So again, if you take a look here at Blue Goku's kit, 200% attack and defense start of turn, gets an additional key 2 per key sphere obtained, of course, which is very nice there. 150% attack and defense if there's a full super class, you know, if there's 3 super class allies or Future Saga allies, then 60% dodge and damage reduction here. Then you see right here, if all allies in the same turn are super class or there's another Future Saga category character, this character also does gain an additional 20% chance to dodge and 10% damage reduction. So with all that being said, 70% reduction and then 80% chance to dodge is pretty good with that. When you're receiving an attack, he also gets 180% defense. When attacking at 18 carries in the active, he gets 200% attack. So I mean, again, we see this guy's at 336k defense. If we go ahead and account for the 180% defense, he shoots up to 942k. Keep in mind that his 12k super attack will also give him a defensive raise there. So if I'm not mistaken, he does have an additional in his kit right here from performing just an additional super attack. So we could be looking very good with this Blue Goku again. We'll see turn 1. This is him without any of these like kind of warrior gods, Kamehameha, legendary power links that he could potentially get, which will make him look a lot stronger. But with just the additional super attack alone, this guy's pushing all the way up to 1.2 mil defense with a 70% reduction. So that is a 28 million attack set, if I'm not mistaken, that he just starts off with. He does stack attack greatly on his 18 key. He also gives all allies defense 60%, which is crazy. 60% defense to all allies, right? It does exclude himself, but still, that means he's giving a huge support buff to the rest of the rotation. And there we are, continuing with the dodge. So I mean, yeah, this guy is again a slot 1 kind of huge tank character, right? Which is really, really nice. So let's say, for example, again, I don't know the exact numbers per se that like some of these feature bosses will hit, but let's say against a 5 million super attack with 70% damage reduction and a 1.2 million defense, what is he actually taking from that, right? He'd be taking about 300k, which is honestly pretty good for just like a character that also has the 80% chance to dodge without any support abilities up, right? And I'm sure, you know, we get, I didn't put physical VB in this team, but physical VB could actually, again, fit on this team pretty nicely. I mean, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I could see in the future some of these really harder hitting super attacks. Like if we start going into 6+ million range, it could be potentially an issue, but this guy will be fine. We also do have the active skills. Like if we use the Vegeta Blue active, this guy gets another 20% multiplicative defense, which is again going to be very good here. So now we have all these god key links here. We won't be at 24 key, but that's okay. Again, this guy's at the same defensive kind of level as he was last turn. Now unfortunately, this character is not on the fusion category team or successor, so he's not actually getting the support here, but that's okay. We will just have him linked to the LR gods. We should see a really good attack set here. This is, I believe, like 80-85% attack in links. It's quite a lot, right? So this guy's gonna be hitting pretty hard here. And then eventually we'll be able to see what Blue Vegeta does as well, which could be really nasty. So again, probably next we'll see what Blue Vegeta does. A 31 million attack stat. Unfortunately, no additional, of course, because that's just not something we're able to get there, but that's fine. And there we go. So again, In terms of attack stats, he is super effective against all types. Like, it's pretty nice, right? This guy's definitely not a crazy damage dealing monster, but he's able to do some pretty nice damage overall. We'll actually also turn off the skip animation because next turn we will be able to see the what's it called? What was I gonna say? Next turn we'll be able to see like the exchange into Vegeta potentially, and then we'll be able to use the active skills from the 5th turn, I believe. From the 4th turn actually, so we can use Vegeta's active next turn, and I might just do that. Again, this is just a quick look at the character. We're not really gonna be going in depth like mega until the characters actually are released in the game. But if we take a look here in terms of the links that we do share most links except for Saiyan, Warrior Race, and Warrior Gods, which means, you know, if we're not sharing Warrior Gods, it is 15% attack that we lose, but it's still about like what 70% attack that he shares with the year 10 fusion here, which is kind of really nice. Then we will be getting this little attack support here. I'm gonna try and avoid doing too much damage potentially here. I guess, you know, Vegeta at the end will do a lot, but I would ideally like to see Vegeta. I guess it'll be very hard to see Vegeta in the next rotation, huh? I mean, Goku takes 360k from that Rose Super, and he had an 80% chance to dodge that. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, that looks good to me. He has a defense debuff now, but still, he ate that super well. Yeah. Yeah, that looks pretty nice to me, honestly. And then if you would get another additional super, his defense would shoot up even higher. Especially early on, this guy is a slot 1 character, he's going to be cooking. But even in the high-end difficulty content, this guy is just going to look incredible too. So I think he's pretty safe-proof for the future, which is no pun intended there, of course. But just he's also providing that 60% support on the super attack effect. You guys don't understand how good that actually is. It's pretty nasty. It's basically like if all allies in that rotation got an extra greatly raised defense on their super attack effect, but obviously it's 60% instead of 50%, so it's slightly higher than that, right? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to see Blue Vegeta. I think what we'll probably do is we'll use the because the LR gods aren't going to be able to slot 1 here. Actually, I could put the LR gods in slot 1 here, but I also maybe would prefer to get an extra attack stack. That would probably be ideal. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get one more rotation of Blue Goku. And then I think I'll use the Vegeta we'll use Vegeta next turn. Vegeta's defense will be lower. I kind of don't want to see Vegeta's defense lower though. I think what I'll do is we're going to use Vegeta's active. Again, this is going to be just very low in terms of the damage that we could see potentially here. But it's not gonna be the biggest deal in the world if we like kind of miss out on that. We'll have the LR gods in slot 1. I don't think the LR gods would actually kill. They didn't even really get stacked. So let's go ahead and see what the Vegeta active skill is going to be looking like here in game. We'll switch over to Vegeta. Look at all that key Vegeta has. That's pretty nasty. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this in here. Again, that's not the craziest damage right now, but we do got to keep in mind that, you know, that is also with what's the word? I forgot the word I was gonna use. That is like not. Oh, actually, I didn't use it in slot 3. Actually, I should have probably used it in slot 3. Actually, I don't know if that would activate the attack in slot 3 if you would use it in slot 3. But I want to see Vegeta's attack stand slot 2 here, just because I'll be interested. This is what, 6 key spheres? Well, the only issue is I wonder if we could even see Vegeta attack. If we don't see Vegeta attack, in fact, that'll be okay. I do want to showcase that Blue Goku can actually also guard here, and then we'll get an extra attack stack here. Yeah, you see Blue Goku is getting the support, so with this 420% defense now at the start of turn, again, that just helps him out quite a bit, and he should have the guard ability as well. I believe so. If he works just like the like Vegeta and Goku tag from the 10th anniversary, he should also be able to guard in this situation. But again, when he gets the 180% defensive buff, he is actually at 1.17 mil defense before he attacks, which is pretty much the same defense that he would get. What's it called? Pre-active skill, but post super attack, right? And he has the guard here, so we should be looking pretty good. We're gonna go ahead and use the active, not the active skill with you. We'll use Vegeto's active next turn as well, and we'll see what Vegeto's gonna do. The reason why I waited to use Vegeto's next is because Vegeto will be able to do more damage with the Vegeta and Trunks active. He is guarding, yeah, dude. That's really good. The fact that he's guarding there, that's fantastic, actually. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Okay. We're cooking here. And then his attack stats are quite a bit higher. Now, keep in mind, the Vegeta and Trunks active, again, does give this character specifically guard, but it also supports Future Saga allies 15% attack and defense, and another 10% defense to characters who belong to Pawn, Parent, and Child. So that's a 25% defense buff and 15% attack buff for 4 turns in total. We're also gonna have Ijo Gogeta's active next turn, huh? Things could start looking really crazy. I wonder if I should, like, put Ijo Gogeta slot 1 and then use, like, next turn Vegeta in slot 3. Would that, I think, I kind of want to see that. Like, use the Vegeta active and then put Gogeta there, because we saw what Blue Goku could do, and then Vegeta in slot 3. We won't have the God links, but we'll have a lot of other links there. Because I know Vegito here still has his full reduction, so it's not really that big of a deal. In fact, we could technically just switch over to this guy, right? And then with Vegeta here, should still share, yeah, most links there. Because I think this guy does not actually have rolling, it's funny enough. Okay. This guy doesn't either. Okay. We'll use the Vegito active, but let me, we'll fuse it to Gogeta here. Let's get that guy out. We'll use Gogeta's active skill. Who has less links? I guess it doesn't actually matter here. They're super attacks instantly, but that's fine. Again, the damage that this guy doesn't really matter. In fact, I might just, yeah, okay. We're going to use the Potara break as well. Funny enough, we'll definitely use the Potara break here. All right, perfect. So then with the Goku's active skill, we should get most of the attack links here either way, because we'll be able to get Kamehameha, what's it called, legendary power here. We'll be missing Saiyan Warrior Race is the only thing, but again, not the biggest deal in the world to go ahead and miss out on that. We will have the active skill buff from Gogeta. Dude, 709k defense with the Gogeta active. I mean, I know it's like very strong there, but I mean, Blue Vegeta is going to do some really crazy damage in this turn in slot 3 right there. He's at 2 mil defense. Like, that would be before he even attacks, which is really crazy. But let's get this active skill animation in. Wait, how many attack stacks does he have? I think it's just 2. Of course, no KO screen. Honestly, without the KO screen, that looks very anticlimactic, but in longer events, you'll be able to stack up more for the active. I mean, definitely did pretty decent damage. One health bar diffusion Zamasu. I'll take that, right? It's not crazy though, but again, once you're able to actually get like a lot of stacks with Blue Goku and stuff like that, I think things could look really strong. We're actually again gonna switch to Vegeta here. I think it should be the same links pretty much. Yeah, and we're gonna see what damage Vegeta does here. And again, Vegeta does get 100% attack and 30% defense on his 18 key, and then a 50% attack and defense raise for 3 turns. Now, Vegeta, I didn't really talk too much about his kit specifically compared to Goku. He kind of doesn't really have any restrictions. You don't even have to run him in slot 3. In slot 1 and 2, he'll have 50% crit chance, 50% dodge, 40% reduction. He gets key 3 and 80% attack and defense to characters and allies whose name includes Trunks. When using the active or attacking with 20 more key, he gets 150% defense, which I believe that does count since we technically use the active. I guess I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I mean, the amount of defense he's gonna get in like even just slot 2, because he has 2 additional guaranteed supers, that is 100% defense alone from here, plus the 30% defense there. So I mean, yeah, and he still gets 250% when attacking. Like he's gonna look very strong in slot 3 here. I'm very excited to see what he's gonna do. Again, I'm just gonna avoid cutting just like a bunch of orbs. We don't really need to do damage with these guys here. We want to see what Blue Vegeta is doing. So let's go Blue Vegeta those. He doesn't even need them specifically. He should be fine. Now, yeah, I mean, we'll see. Blue Vegeta like doesn't give any support or anything like that, but it's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, I mean, we didn't give Ijo Gogeta, like, he got, like, no defensive stacks, he got no worm orbs, but, like, he was gonna live, so, like, I wasn't really too worried. It's the support buff that I truly wanted to see from that Ijo Gogeta. Oh, no, actually, Vegeta did 2 HP bars? That's actually better, for sure. Now, the Trunks, well, he does give Trunks support, but outside of that, it's not really crazy. I feel like we'll see, I guess. I think in Sword of Hope Trunks, the free-to-play one, or not free-to-play, god, I'm like messing with my words already in this point of the video. The Sword of Hope Trunks, the old Dokkan Fest, I guess technically he's free-to-play. He's been giving out free like so many times during major celebrations that, yeah. So, yeah, he's free-to-play Trunks. We'll call him that. No, but, I feel like Vegeta, like, people don't like this guy for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I couldn't really tell you. People don't like what this guy's kit is doing. But again, we'll see his damage numbers here. I think he's gonna look pretty good. And yeah, do Blue Goku with the active buff too. Like, that's gonna be nice. And keep in mind that the Vegeta active does also allow you to disable enemies kind of dodge canceling effects. Is that 102 mil? 112? Yeah. Into a 70, yeah, okay. That's disgusting. Oh my god. And then here's another. Okay, again, we have Ijo Gogeta's active, man, but come on, look at that. Oh my god. That's disgusting. Vegeta sucks, by the way. Apparently, people told me Vegeta's, they don't like Vegeta. Sure, man, sure, you go ahead. We could use the LR Gods active just for funsies. Why not? So the super's in the middle, huh? Turn on the OST. Super's in the middle. I kind of almost want to put Blue Vegeta there. So what is this Blue Vegeta stat at? 355k. Yeah, that makes sense. So again, let's say 355k. Then again, he's gonna get 400% defense when attacking, which is a lot. That shoots him up to 1.7 mil. Then if we count him getting the 2 additional supers, he's at 4 million defense with the 40% reduction. So he would take double digits from this. I'm interested to see what his attack set's going to be here. That's kind of my thing. The gods, not really worried about them. I think they probably won't even do enough damage anyway, so we'll go ahead and just get this in here. Let's let Blue Vegeta grab this, and the Blue Vegeta will be getting an attack buff here. We did get more stacks with this Goku specifically, so again, it'll be interesting to see what Blue Vegeta will do. But yeah, the other gods got like literally like what, 1 stack at best. So Vegeta took a little bit of damage in that AoE pre-super, but again, that's not really that big of a deal at all. So we'll see what happens. And he is guarding there. I guess to be fair, he is guarding right there. Okay. That this because this is the turn we didn't use the active. So without the guard, he'll probably take a decent amount of damage. I mean, yeah, 300k defense is definitely nothing crazy. Especially because, again, he just gets so much defense when attacking. It's super insane the amount of defense he gets from attacking, but okay. Let's see. Blue Vegeta, what do you got here in terms of attack stat? Still 52 mil. Okay. That's the slot 2 performance here. I mean, it's still pretty good damage. These are just not guaranteed crits. But dude, the difference in slot 3 Vegeta. I mean, it's an extra 150% attack. It's that's a massive change. Like, it truly is. And then the super attack, I assume he's gonna take double digits. Oh yeah, especially after a 3rd super. After a 3rd super, this guy's at like, let me take a look here. Like a 3rd additional super in the hidden potential. 4.9. Oh, you know what? I forgot about this. I think. No, wait, he doesn't have that. Never mind. Stupid. Wait, isn't there... No. Okay. Yeah. Still. Yeah, double digits. With the guard, too. I forgot this guy has the guard, too. Okay. Well, there's that. Alright, well, again, we'll just end the gameplay here, dude. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. So let me know what you guys are thinking about the Blue Goku and Vegeta LR. I think they look very fun. They're very strong. Appreciate y'all for watching. And of course, I'll just catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.